Hello everybody, and happy Christmas and happy New Year. I thought I'd just do a video on this. This is one of the latest acquisitions that we've made. You don't see these really much at all anywhere. In fact, when I procured it, I didn't even know what it was. I just knew that it was an MG because it had MG badges on it. Past that, I had no idea. A bit of research helped ChatGPT. This is a 1950 to 52, I think, MG TD. So they built 26,000 of these apparently in their total run. I don't often have things this old. It's an oddity. It's cool. I quite like it, to be honest. It's in respectable condition, all things accounted for. It's not really that rotten. I'd say as it's been restored at some point in its life, and then it's a well, I don't want to go into too many details of who I procured it from or how I procured it, because it's a personal matter with the family that had it beforehand. But 53,400 miles. Oh, Jaeger clock, look at that. You see, this is when cars were built, and they are built nice. You know, this is a nice car. Look at the water temp. Individual exposed wiper motor. It is phenomenal. Like I say, I'd imagine this has been restored at some point. There's no way that a 80-year-old car looks like this. What does that say? Oh, Oklahoma. So it is an imported car. Obviously she's left-hand drive. Now the sad thing about this is how I procured her. She's missing the engine and gearbox. Well, everything that she's missing is how she came. It has an X-Pag engine in it, and they seem to be virtually unobtainable. They just don't exist, really. Or at least I can't find one readily available to buy. You can buy parts of them. I've joined the club. Well, I joined the club because, I'll be honest, I have too many projects on, and this is an amazing car. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really my kind of a car. You know, I don't think I could see myself personally driving this, or, you know, it's not for me as such. It was being saved from the car parkway up high. So I joined the club, and you know, with the intentions of selling her. Maybe within the club, maybe you can find an X-Pag engine. They seem to be quite expensive if you can. There's a few of them for sale in the States I've looked around at. It's got the VIN plate on it still. The chassis on it's good. As I say, everything appears, but I suppose if it's an American import, maybe this is original. Oh no, see, look, she's had filler put in the wing. She has been restored before. But being an Oklahoma car, maybe that's why it's not so rotten, because apparently finding chassis for these things is nigh on impossible. Foster Birmingham. Wow, it is like a real piece of English history. It's really interesting. I've had it a while now. This is the first time I've actually taken time to look at it, and just wow, it is a very, very interesting car. Ooh. Oh, the MG badge for the gear stick. Some hubcaps. What's that? Heater box, is it? Yeah, I'd say that's the heater box for it. Now, as you can see, there's no holes coming from the floor other than the ones, you know, for the gear stick. It's in really good order, really. What an interesting car. And I'm guessing that that must be aftermarket. Did they have radios in cars back then? I'm guessing that this is a premium product in the day. I bet that these weren't cheap to buy new. And I suppose the interest that I have in this is it's from a better time. You know, times were simpler back then. And every single time I get anything old like this, I had a lot to do with vintage tractors and stuff. And I always think to myself, the person that bought this is dead now. The man that built it originally, he's dead now. And you know, you imagine somebody somewhere at an MG dealership bought one of these and they had to wait for it to turn up and they're excited, and then it turned up, and somewhere along its long journey it's made its way to me. A lifetime of history within it. Very sad. And you know, it's from a simpler time when Britain was great. You know, we could build things like this. This is what British engineering was once over. Now there's none of it left. These are like shadows, relics from a time that is forgotten largely. So I'm not going to feature this car on my channel much. To be fair, this video is as much for a reminder for myself in the future to say, oh yeah, I had one of them, or maybe even, you know, these seem to be that rare that I could follow this specific car. There isn't very many of them left, so it's exciting to just, you know, at the very least, this artifact, relic of history, I was one of the pieces that saved it. Because honestly, it was going to a scrapyard. Unbelievably, it takes some believing, but that's what its destiny was. So I hope this video's been interesting to everybody else. I know it's not an SD1 or a Range Rover or anything like that, but I think that anybody that follows them kind of cars can appreciate that this is, you know, something a bit special. This is history. And I tell you, there's actually quite a strange weight to owning it. I'm looking for a serious buyer now. I've had a lot to do with classic cars, Capris, SD1s, etc. And it's sad that young people can't get into these cars anymore because they're just so overpriced. Now, I wouldn't be looking, I don't really know what this is worth, to be honest with you. But I want it to go to a good home, somewhere that is going to actually see it through, not one of them half-finished projects that somebody's rubbed it all down, it gets pushed outside in the rain and rusts and eventually gets broken for parts or whatever. I'd sooner that this carries its story on, makes it to 100 years old, and it'll be back to its prime with the next person. And you know, age irrelevant or whatever, I've reached out to a few people that I have confidence in having a car like this and seeing it through to the end. So I am going to start posting more videos again, more and more. I've just had an unbelievable amount of stuff going on personally, and you know how it is, life catches up with you, Christmas, etc. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and I wish everybody a happy Christmas and a happy new year. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.